What if I told you that 10 simple bills a day could change your financial life forever? Most people spend them without thinking, but you can turn them into freedom. You don't need to earn more to be free. You just need to make better decisions with what you already have in your hands. 10 a day may seem like little, but it hides a power most people ignore. It's not what you spend today, it's what you could build tomorrow. The magic isn't in the amount, it's in the consistency. What you do daily multiplies over time if you know how to use it. Imagine that starting today you save 10 a day. That's 300 a month and 3,600 a year. It doesn't seem like much, but wait and see what happens next. If you repeat this for 10 years, you will have set aside 36,000. But that's not the end of the story. That's just the foundation of change. Now imagine that money isn't hidden under your mattress. You invest it smartly, month after month. You don't need to be an expert or guess the future. You just need time, patience, and simple but consistent decisions. Over a decade, those daily contributions start to bear fruit, and they are not small fruits. With a reasonable growth rate, your money doesn't just pile up. It starts working for you. Compound interest does what your hands cannot. Multiplies your effort without making you sweat more. Each invested month brings you closer to a life with fewer worries. A life where money stops being a problem. Most spend 10 a day without thinking. You, instead, can turn those 10 into financial independence. You don't need $1 million business or to invent the next big thing. Just daily discipline with purpose. This plan is for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're young or already past 30. What matters is to start as soon as possible. Because while you're thinking about it, someone already began building their freedom with those same 10 a day. Many believe it takes a large sum to invest. But the truth is it takes intention, not fortune. Your goal is not just to gather money. It's to build a machine that produces income even while you sleep. That's what investment does. It turns money into a silent worker that never rests. And each contribution you make is like hiring another worker for your financial team. After 10 years, you won't just have money saved. You'll have knowledge, habits, and options. Options others don't have because they lived on autopilot, spending without thinking about tomorrow. You can change that story. You can look back and say, I did it with 10 a day and consistency. And you know what's best? You can teach it to others. You can change not only your life but also your environment. Because when one person transforms, they inspire many more to follow the same path. And all of it started by deciding not to spend 10 today, but to invest them with vision and commitment. What others consider little, you transform into the seed of a full, unchained life. Great transformations don't always begin with noise. Sometimes they begin with a quiet daily decision. Each time you give up an impulse purchase and choose to invest, you're voting for your future freedom. 10 today, 10 tomorrow, 10 next month. It's not magic, it's math with purpose. Imagine placing those 10 into a stable fund, month after month. At first it seems slow, then it picks up speed. It's like pushing a ball uphill. At first it's hard, but then it starts to roll on its own. That's when you realize your money is growing without more effort than what you've already made. Investing works like that. It's patience accumulated with applied intelligence. You don't need to choose the perfect moment to start. You just need to stop waiting. Winners aren't the ones waiting for signs, but those who build their path from today. And your path can be paved with those 10 a day that today seem insignificant. Those 10 represent your vision. They speak of what you believe you deserve in the future. You're not giving up spending. You're choosing when and how you want to live tomorrow. After 5 years, you'll see your money has grown more than expected. And you're only halfway there. 10 years from now, you'll look back and smile, knowing you did it, without luck or excuses. Because investing is not just about money. It's character, discipline, and vision in action. Many quit because they don't see quick results. You'll know that slow and steady is more powerful. Each investment is like planting a tree. It takes time to grow, but later it gives shade for decades. Make a list of your unnecessary daily expenses. Now imagine that money working for you for 10 years. The difference between saving and investing lies in growth. Saving protects, investing multiplies. It's not about choosing one or the other. It's about combining both wisely. Save a part and make another part grow. It's like building walls and planting at the same time. Each month you don't invest is a month you don't use time's power in your favor. And when you understand this, investing is no longer an option, it becomes a duty to yourself. Make the future a priority. Don't postpone it for when it's comfortable, because that day never comes on its own. Comfort will come once you've done the uncomfortable for years with discipline and vision. You decide whether the next 10 years bring you freedom or financial exhaustion. Because the difference isn't in earning more, it's in using better what you already have each day. The extraordinary begins with the ordinary done consistently. Continue in the next block. If today you decide to invest 10 a day, you're already doing more than 90% of those around you. Most wait to have a lot before they start, but the wise start with little and let time do its part. Don't wait for a stroke of luck. Create your own path with daily decisions that add up. Your money has no emotions, but your future does. And it will depend on what you decide to do with each bill now. Excuses sound convincing today, but they turn into regret in the future. Some spend 10 without thinking, and some invest them and change their life. You choose which side to be on. True wealth is not about hoarding money, it's about building a life where money doesn't dictate your choices. And that life begins with small acts of financial awareness repeated every day. 10 a day won't make you rich in a month, but they'll make you free in a decade. If you're consistent, you'll see money is not an enemy, it's a tool that responds to your mindset. You don't need special talent. You just need the will to choose what's right even when no one applauds you. And time, that invisible resource, will be your greatest ally if you know how to use it now. While others celebrate momentary expenses, you'll be building something that lasts. Don't worry about what they say. True satisfaction comes when you live without depending on anyone. Remember, each day without investing is a missed opportunity. Don't wait for Monday, next month, or the next raise. The decision is today, because tomorrow, those 10 will be gone on something you won't even remember. But if you invest them, you might remember them as the beginning of your freedom. Make this habit as natural as breathing. Don't negotiate with your future. Even if the road feels slow, keep going. Because each step brings you closer to a life with more options. Consistency beats talent when talent doesn't act. Don't be a spectator of your destiny. Build, month by month, a net that supports you when you no longer want to depend on a job. Because if you don't do it now, in 10 years you'll wish you had started. And it will be harder to recover lost time. This plan is not an empty promise. It's math, vision, and action. And the most beautiful part is that you have everything to achieve it. You just need to decide to act. Make every bill count, not for what it costs today, but for what it's worth tomorrow. 10 a day, that's the commitment that can set you free. Don't underestimate it, embrace it. Do it for you, for your peace, for your family, for your dream of never depending on a salary again. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Freedom is built with daily repetitions. If there's something you can do today that your future self will thank you for, start by investing with intention. 10 a day is your secret weapon. It's the habit that will mark the difference between surviving and thriving. Those who understand it early have an advantage. Those who ignore it lose years that won't return. You're not sacrificing your present. You're designing a future where you choose how to live. The money you invest today is the time you'll save tomorrow. It's quality of life in advance. Each investment is a step further from dependency and closer to autonomy. Not everyone will understand you. Many will stay trapped in the cycle of spending to feel alive. But you'll know that true power lies in those who control their destiny, not in those who spend mindlessly. Do it for the silence, for peace, for sunrises without alarms or rush. For the ability to choose. Choose to invest not out of fear, but out of love for freedom, for time, for the peace of what you've built. It's not about waiting for a miracle. It's about creating a real, measurable, and possible plan. And that plan begins with 10 a day, every day, without excuses or pauses. While the rest search for shortcuts, you'll be building a highway to your independence. Make your financial life not depend on bosses, crises, or luck. Let it depend only on you. That's power. Power to choose, to decide, to rest, to create. And it all starts with one simple daily action. Don't invest to impress. Invest so you never have to explain your choices to anyone. Don't spend to show off. Invest to not depend. That's the difference between illusion and solidity. When time passes and you look back, you'll see those 10 were more important than any momentary whim. Do it for the version of you who wants to wake up without fear, without overdue bills, without stress. Do it for your peace, for your energy, for the time you'll gain with each wise decision. Invest with intention. Save with intelligence. Live with purpose. Those 10 will make it possible. Your mind is your greatest asset, but habit is your most powerful tool to build wealth. Every great achievement began with an uncomfortable decision. Today can be that beginning for you. Don't look for excuses, look for reasons. Don't ask if it's worth it. Ask if it's worth the life you want. And if all of this resonates with you, start now. Because the clock doesn't stop, but you can take control. Subscribe to learn how to change your mind and your money to build wealth.